Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel and I studied nutrition back in college, and I graduated from San Jose State University in 2018. I have a channel on YouTube all about nutrition, health, fitness, and just some commentary. But today's video is actually focused on edited photos, Photoshop, FaceTune, and the effects it has on society, and some, potential solutions I'll also be mentioning at the end, so stay tuned. But what really drove me to make this video was the recent post by Kendall Jenner. I'm sure you heard about her alleged FaceTune mishap this last week, and surely this is not the first, nor will it be the last from, not just her, but other celebrities or influencers. It's a pretty common thing on the internet, especially Instagram. And, to start, I wanted to say that Kendall is gorgeous, and this is not meant to be body shaming at all. I simply wanted to, point out that her photo is dramatically edited, and we can all kind of look at that and then have an educational convo after about how this affects us all and how it potentially could, damage people, or, whose fault it really is. But before we dive into that, I want to show you guys the photo I'm talking about. In case you missed it, I will put it up. So here's the one that she posted. As you can see, she's super pretty, and she's in this tiny, tiny little pair of underwear and bra. And yeah, her legs look really long, crazy. But yeah, and then I'll put up, so there's this Instagram page called @problematicfame. You should definitely check out their stuff. But she made a side-by-side of the photo along with an unedited snap from the same day, and kind of put them together to show what she really looked like in different lighting, in normal lighting versus when she was standing on the stage, taking professional photos. And so yeah, this is the side-by-side. And now I wanted to show you a photo that demonstrates exactly where it was edited and how we can, see which parts were edited, the ripples in her arm and leg that are honestly just inhuman. There's no way that anyone could look like that or bend their arm in that way. So that just proves the point that it was definitely retouched. But lots of people have done it, and no one's blaming her for being someone that also did. But yeah, photo manipulation has been around as long as photography itself, and the earliest account of retouching for aesthetic purposes was back in 1846. So the ethical considerations around people editing photos isn't new, and it's definitely been a conversation that's been going on for decades, and it's definitely not a simple conversation. It's not an easy answer, and it's a bit of the chicken and egg situation when you really think about it. Do we have poor body image because of retouched photos, or do we retouch our images because we have poor body image? It's kind of an interesting way to think about it, but it really is the truth, and this conversation again has been going on forever. And while arguments are being sparked on why she and others feel the need to edit their photos and dramatically change their body shape, we have to consider the effects and influence this has on others. Being somebody of celebrity status or having a following, as an influencer, you have to think about the effects of other people viewing this sort of content. And it is true that social media has been linked to the development of mental health problems such as anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. and some of the other effects, children and teens often experience when seeing things like this and comparing them to themselves is, lower self-esteem, feeling the need to be perfect or the pressure, and often body image issues. And it's something that, initially celebrities first set the precedent for, and nowadays it's as easy as going on your phone and downloading an app. Specifically FaceTune came out in 2013, and it's, an easily accessible body altering, face altering, editing app that anyone can download and use. And the increase in people having access to this has definitely caused a lot of pressure on the general public, in my opinion, to edit their own photos and appear to have the perfect body, the perfect face, and just to fit in. It's often used these days. I found a quote from the creator of FaceTune, Zev Farbin. He has said that, we did not create FaceTune for body manipulations, but I'm not sure it's our place to decide how people use the app. And he also said, social media is not a reality show. It's a director's cut of your life. And some people are more successful in creating that director's cut than others. Found this really interesting. Our public and private selves are becoming so distanced from each other, as he's suggesting in these quotes. But in today's world, for many people, self-image has become entirely dependent on the number of likes, retweets, or shares that they receive. And this often distorts the way that they view themselves in the real world, or, day-to-day, face-to-face setting. But is the solution really to cancel Photoshop and FaceTune? Would that really fix the problem? Or is it deeper than that? And that's the question I really wanted to address today, because in my opinion, it is deeper than that. What society deems attractive or desirable is deeply, deeply ingrained in our culture and projected onto people from a young age, from their families, their friends, television, movies, and many other sources, not just, social media. So would removing or restricting Photoshop actually solve our society's body image issues?
I don't know.
I found it interesting, also actress and activist Jamila Jamil, she's been particularly outspoken on her fight against, airbrushed photos and Photoshop. She's gone so far as to actually call them a crime against women. And in a quote, she stated that it is anti-feminist, it is ageist, it is fat-phobic, it is robbing you of your time, money, comfort, integrity, and self-worth. So she clearly has some strong feelings on the issue, and personally, I would agree with, some of what she's saying. But it's also important to distinguish face tuning as a source of the problem or as a symptom of the problem. Found another quote from the director of the Alliance for Eating Disorder Awareness. Her name is Joanna Kendall. She said that we know that images alone do not cause eating disorders, but we know that there is a lot of body dissatisfaction when you're inundated with these images that you can't ever attain because they're not real. So I was thinking about this problem that's in front of us, how do we not damage ourselves and help others not be damaged or, compare themselves constantly to social media. And I came up with a realistic solution, something that I think everyone can benefit from doing, something I personally found helpful in, all these sorts of struggles. So obviously, social media is a big part of our lives, both our work and personal lives, and it's here to stay. So on an individual level, we should all take responsibility over the photos that we consistently view and we should teach ourselves as well as, our children or friends how to be media literate. And what I mean by media literate is understanding the smoke and mirrors of social media, understanding that photos are photoshopped. People can easily edit anything on the internet, and they're also just showing you their highlight reel. It's been stated a lot, but people don't put their lowest moments on the internet. They don't share that with the world. They share their best moments. So it's important to remember that when looking at someone's profile, when stalking a celebrity,
What you see is everything going right, all the best things going on,
and never the worst.
And everyone has struggles. So, we can't force harmful images to go away entirely, but we can promote healthier representations of bodies by amplifying unique voices and practicing self-love and respect. To end on a sort of positive note, if you're struggling with mental health or self-image issues, I have been there, but if you are, try to remember this. No amount of editing or retouching should affect our worth. And it's our diversity as human beings that makes us who we are. All right, well, I know this was a bit of a deep video compared to some of my other ones. I really hoped you guys enjoyed it, and I'm so glad you hung out with me and listened. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, afternoon, night, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world when you're seeing this. And yeah, bye.